What's happening YouTube? It's more motivation, back for another video. So cannabis. So I want to go through this latest news that I found on Google News, talking about how cannabis is interfering with your heart. This is going to offend a lot of individuals because I know people want to keep doing this, but it's not the best for you, okay? Burning something, ingesting it just for recreational use, it's not going to hold benefit long term. Obviously, there's things within it that's good for you and that can help if you need it and if it's prescribed to you by a professional. But other than that, it's riskier than you think. So we'll dive into this, see what we can learn from it, and take it from there. It can just be like a discussion / finding out more about it together. Anyways, so I have the article here. So I found it on Google News. Basically, it was one of the headings. It was published about 2 hours ago. So we're gonna dive into it, see what we can learn from it. So cannabis is interfering with the heart. Go figure. So new research suggests clinicians should warn patients about the potential of cannabis to harm cardiovascular health. But how big a risk cannabis presents depends on how much is used, basically. Okay. The link between cannabinoids and cardiovascular disease, which is to be limited to evidence from preclinical studies, case reports, and case series, is not evident in epidemiology. I can't say that word. Basically, it was done from Stanford, reported in a recent paper in Nature Reviews Cardiology. So I definitely need to check out that paper. Anyways, a large scale of US study from 2024 relied on the survey data from more than 430,000 respondents and found 4% of the respondents reported using cannabis daily, had a 49% increase for myocardial infarction and twofold increase risk for stroke. That is insane. 49% increase. Jeez. Wow. That's insane, folks. I mean, logic tells you when you're burning something and inhaling it, how can that be good for you? How? I don't understand. Anyway, the effect was also dose dependent. Among weekly users, cannabis has associated with 3% increased likelihood of heart attack and 5% increase for stroke. Heart attack and stroke. The findings echo another Stanford University study from 2022, which analyzed UK biobank data from 500,000 participants aged 40 years and found those who reported smoking cannabis were significantly more likely to have a heart attack than compared with non-users at 53 versus 45%. That's insane, man. Okay, several studies have found association between arrhythmia, especially and cannabis use. So the study published last year in European Heart Journey or Heart Journal showed the risk of new onset in the first 120 or 180 days was 0.8% among more than 5,000 patients. Wow. I definitely encourage you to go on Google News and find this article and read it thoroughly. I basically want to just paraphrase what I see here to try to get the point across that these drugs that were advertised to be the best for you, we're finding out it's not. We're finding out it's harming you more than you think. That's the whole premise. I'm not here trying to read things verbatim or trying to lecture you. I'm just trying to inform you that it's dangerous to listen to information out there and just believe it. You know, do your own research, do your own due diligence. When it comes to your health, your body, your mind, your soul, it's yours. You're in charge of it. So put yourself in the best position to take the best care of it. For you, not for me or for anybody else. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, you want to be around longer, right? So it's in your best interest to consider the things that I'm saying in this video. Anyways, what else can we find here? Disturbing the heart's electrical conduction. Goodness. I need to find something relevant to talk about. Weighing the evidence. As long-term randomized controlled trials studying cannabis and heart are non-feasible or ethical, evidence comes from observational studies, which are prone to confounders. For example, those who consume cannabis recreationally may be more likely to engage in other activities like alcohol consumption or a high caloric diet, which can have an impact on cardiovascular results. Okay, so that's very true, actually. That's very true. So the stroke and the heart attack can also be because of the added activities while doing the weed, basically. So when people smoke, they normally get hungry, so they eat more calories. Normally it's in the party setting, so there's alcohol involved. So all of those things kind of work together. It's a gateway drug, like to say. But consider what I'm saying. Burning something, inhaling it, it's not the best for you. Life is not all about fun. And the definition of fun cannot be intoxication, high as a kite, all those things. Figure out why you need these things to escape. What are you going through? How can you solve the problem without being high as a kite or drunk like a tank? There's ways to solve problems besides referring to these things. We're finding out that they're not good for you. You know, it's your life. You can do what you want, but I just want to be the person that is putting out good information for people to use if they choose to. Okay? Talking to patients. Nope, to bring up emerging evidence that puts into question whether medical cannabis is entirely safe for the heart. Okay. This one could be interesting. When talking to patients about lifestyle changes that can make to reduce their risk for cardiovascular complaints or complications, despite the increase of arrhythmia, Hall said that the study does not imply that medical cannabis shouldn't be used for chronic pain. See, I kind of mentioned that in the beginning of the video. If it's something that a professional prescribes to you because of some condition that you have, that's different. But for recreational use, it's something that you should consider stopping, really, because it's long term. This it doesn't benefit you. It doesn't. It doesn't benefit you. I can promise you that it doesn't. It should be reserved for people that need it on the medical side, for health reasons, prescribed by a professional. You know. Anyway. For another, treating pain allows patients to engage in activities that are good for their overall health, and cannabis should be safer than alternatives. Okay, this is a very good evidence that non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs, those kind of drugs and opiates are not ideal for the heart either. Okay, in addition to discussing why patients use cannabis, Chandy suggested cardiologists discuss with their patients how much cannabis they consume and the route of administration. So I'm sure professionals tell their patients what dosages to take and stuff like that, which is why it's better that way as opposed to using it for fun, right? It should be just for that, just for health reasons, prescribed by a professional. But outside of that, there's no benefit. Really. Think, be more logical. Think about your long-term plans, your future, your health. No, you only YOLO is just the same in the music in music from Drake. I don't know who wrote that, Drake or something. It's just in music, right? What preserves your youth is being as healthy as possible, and these activities age you faster. They do. So, anyways, just wanted to dive into that. Hopefully, you learned something from the video. I will link it in the description actually, so that you can check it out yourself. Or if you go on your Google and you hit the tab here, you'll find it. So, and it's under health in Google News, so you'll find it. It's not hard to find. But anyways, that's it for the video. Thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure to like, share, subscribe to the channel if you found any value in the video. Stay tuned for more videos like this. May God bless you, and I'll see you next video.